Oh my.
What?
Now,
okay.
Dagda, I have to tell you a story about TheShy. As the person who has been casting him since 2019, I know a lot about TheShy. And when it's things like the Ornn, he will not take a tank versus tank matchup. He will not take something passive. It was either the Kayle or the Vladimir that he would have picked up when his back's against the wall that he's done in the past. He's relying on this Kayle to get him across the line in Game 3.
And a brilliant matchup for TheShy in the top lane as well. Like, this is the game that we've seen so many times, where when backs are against the wall, we always talk about Rookie through the regular split, but TheShy in playoffs. When IG need him most, that's when he'll stand up. And in this Kayle Ornn matchup, TheShy will command that pressure. He's able to scale up so well. He doesn't have any sort of opportunity for Langx to trade properly against them. Get to that late game portion where he will try and take over this game for Invictus.
He will try, but as we've seen in Game 2, he tried to take over the lane on the Lucian, but one misplay pushed him all the way back, and LGD took over once again. LGD on match point. It has been since 2016 spring that we remember with the Marin roster that last made playoffs. It has been since 2015 Worlds that LGD have been a name internationally. Now, all the fans, V5, IG, and LGD alike, are watching what could be the last game. LGD have swung through like a wrecking ball in this quarterfinal, and all they need is one more to continue making their history, return to old-fashioned and their old namesake, and move into that semi-final versus JDG. All they have to do is beat IG once more with the same prowess we've seen in games 1 and 2. We work our way onto Summoner's Rift, where IG may be guaranteed into the regional gauntlet. But they need semi-finals. They need the highest chance possible. The more points you have from our split, the higher your chances. And, of course, third seed, if you're up in that upper bracket, you do get a second chance if you fail in the regional gauntlet. If IG were to lose here, then there's a chance they could be starting in the knockout bracket in regional finals. So a lot on the line for this matchup, a very important one as we enter Summoner's Rift. And Dagda, I see difference in runes. I see xiye taking Spellbook even after the nerf, which we've seen on a couple of Zoes. And I see the Bard, which I had to throw out here. His Bard is 4-0 with a sick KDA, so Baolan's hoping to make it 5.
And the way that he's going to do that is to try and get out and roam. And I think in this game, Baolan is most certainly going to need to do so. Because when we look at that mid lane matchup, don't forget we are on 10-16. A few nerfs to Syndra's ability to push the wave thanks to those nerfs of the Dark Spear. xiye should be able to push in very aggressively in this mid lane. And especially with the way Peanut has been able to clear these jungles very quickly as a Graves, have that clear speed advantage over Ning, that mid-jungle 2v2 will go the way of LGD once again.
You know what I love though, while we're talking about Baolan and while we're talking about the setup, I noticed Guardian as normal on Bard. I noticed Comet on Mark. We've seen a lot of Guardian Lux in the LPL as has been getting popular. So Mark with a much more aggressive route, because you talked about the laning state and what it offers.
Exactly. Kramer and Mark right now are trying to make sure they can push as aggressively. You can see shots firing every which way to hit this level 2.
Oh, good dodge by Puff though. Definitely Flourish connects, and this might be kill range as Puff goes into the fourth shot, but will not hit the mark. Blocked by Baolan as Exhaust drops down. Bit of kill threat now onto Baolan. He flashes too, and even the Mystic shot connects. But in the end, the Light Binding does not.
You do not have the power to fight against Kramer and Mark in these early stages. Mid lane, though, xiye just gets that barrier and hops on out. So already action galore, and I honestly expected this more so from LGD's side, but Peanut, when he goes... So let's take stock. So bot lane. Kramer and Mark are the ones with the advantage when it comes to the straight-up 2v2, especially as you were mentioning Hysterics with that Arcane Comet. They're able to push aggressively, poke aggressively, and get advantages like this. Now Baolan and Puff are in a pretty dire straits where you can't actually try and approach the wave properly because of the long-range autos and because of the abilities that Mark is going to be tossing your direction.
I just love the aggression when we've talked about the more series long. I have to pause though, because quickly, ladies and gentlemen, that lower third, you can see Top Esports and Suning will be the return of our semi-final. But the one we saw before was about IG in their best of 5. It's been a year since IG have won their last best of 5. You know, we remember all the way to regional finals. That's how long, because they got taken down by Top Esports in spring in the semi-finals. And it was that regional gauntlet against TES where they found that last BO5 win.
I'm interested in looking at the jungle routes here, though, although as she may not give me
We're
a
not going to
chance.
get time to talk, are we? I mean, it's so hard to fit all this information in.
It really is. But the big thing here to look at is Peanut has gone for went from his red side up towards top to back into that scuttle on the bottom side. So looking again to use the pressure Kramer and Mark had created. Now you've got Mark roaming towards this mid.
Well, scatter the weak here, but low on mana as Rookie finally gets it as Mark roams through. The cleanse burn, but nothing hit Rookie as he's low on mana, running away. The flash burn binding as well, but the troll bomb will connect. And now the burst of damage, end of the line. One more hit and Peanut picks it up on his graves. It's first blood again.
And FaZe rushes his way straight on out of there. Once more, Peanut is showing what jungle difference really means in this match.
He's showing us the jailbreak grave skin for a reason. He wants to break free and return to Worlds. As flash forward here, burnt by the spell book as you see xiye, the binding on top, but Mark doesn't have enough mana. Rookie will survive for now. And excuse me, it was one picked up from the fight for xiye. At least shove Rookie back a bit.
And you can see those nerfs are really starting to hurt this Syndra. When we were on patch 10.14, it was actually okay. Syndra could do relatively well in being able to shove these waves back against Zoe, who's renowned for her push power. The problem now is with those nerfs to Dark Sphere, you're not able to shove as aggressively back out, and it hurts so much. You can see Rookie's burning through his mana so quickly, whereas xiye has been able to get that teleport back in. He's the one that's controlling the lane state, and even now, Rookie's still in lane, with xiye having gotten off that quick recall, so now xiye can push and start to move around the map.
He's going to have the wave crashing in, and the back comes through. And xiye actually holding the wave for a bit. As Baolan roams up to clear some of this vision, denies the control ward from xiye. Nice little tidbit as Baolan walks by.
I think xiye is creating a slow push here, so that then they can use that pressure Mark and Kramer have on bot side, and allow Peanut to go towards Dragon. He should be able to steal that one away from himself. You can actually see Ning has been pinged out on this top side jungle, getting spotted just on the edge of that ward. I think so. They will know that they're free to go for this Dragon if they want to.
But Ning, at the very least, being down here in this early game, we'll talk about objectives throughout. It's a good little scout of the week from Rookie, but xiye sends a proto belt right back. Hits level 6 too, but we have to remember what the 6 provides for both of these mid laners. There's the portal jump, but as soon as Rookie hits, he will have the unleashed power.
So let's take, actually I'm going to hold on because maybe Peanut wants to make something happen in
There's
this
a lot.
mid lane. We'll get spotted. I want to take a quick look at win conditions for both these teams though, because LGD definitely much more about this poke style once again, with xiye and Kramer being able to provide long range shots, but LGD very much relying on these team fights. Langx coming in, Mark the bindings.
The flash scout of the week from Rookie doesn't connect. xiye's had the fanciest feet in all of Summoner's Rift this series.
He's definitely needed to with the amount of pressure that has been put towards this mid lane. Both Rookie and xiye having standout performances when it comes to showing off their mechanics. However, this mid lane matchup is certainly going to be at least steadying out now, as Rookie does have access to that level 6.
And he doesn't have flash anymore, so Langx roaming down for this blue buff fight. Or at least for the Dragon to be started to steal away blue, almost, but Rookie does get it with Scatter the Weak. However, after all said and done, Dragon still controlled by LGD.
You can see LGD, though, are trying to push their advantages as best they can, though, because LGD are definitely a team that spikes off of 2 items. You can have Kramer, who's going to be able to pick up those 2 early Ice Ball Gauntlets, and the Manamune should hit that spike around the Ludens and Oblivion Orb spike for xiye as well. Then work in conjunction with Peanut to solidify these early Dragons and set themselves up to try and fight IG before the scaling comes in from TheShy, before you get all these crit items rolling through for fun.
Good dodge there from TheShy with the searing charge. Langx gets bullied out and, as expected, gets shoved back a little bit, while Peanut bottom side picks up the Dragon and then continues to clear his own jungle. Bit of a CS lead here for the Graves. As Dagda, I'm very curious as to Ning's marks here in this game. Does it feel like he's picked up any? Or maybe just the one?
It's going to be the same problem again for Ning, where you don't really have lanes that can try and play towards you. You see Puff and Baolan are struggling massively thanks to this first pick from Mark. Even in that top lane as well, TheShy is all about TheShy. He wants to scale. He can't be moving out to try and support Ning, so either trying to play through top or bot, where he can look for these marks as the Kindred, isn't really going to be an option.
Yeah, team fighting Kayle as well, you know, at level 7, probably not ideal, as we could say. He does have the Vampiric Scepter with the dagger, while the back comes through and Langx able to pick up the Bammy Cinder and heal up, of course, with the Ornn. Oh, Baolan. Well, that wasn't nice to see. But backs are achieved here by LGD. Well, meanwhile, Langx. Oh, wow, across the board. back circus, we'll call it.
It was trying to see if he could stop the back. Maybe you get an opportunity there for LGD to start up towards this Rift Herald, but they'll be fine. I think still LGD can move up to aggress onto this objective, especially when you look at, okay, xiye, he is going to be able to push out this wave.
Yep.
You've got Mark, who's already in a position as well, and Langx has set up vision for them right now.
Baolan and Puff first on their way. Bottom side staying there with Kramer's ulti at about half the cooldown. Both support the level 5 as well, crucially. Let's also note that Rookie has his ult for the burst potential.
If they're not going to move Mark, here's LGD, though. They need to
Wow,
back.
that connects actually, though. The little Cosmic Binding works out well with the curtain call now to add a bit of damage down. Not too much, though, being achieved. Well, to hit xiye with the 420 flashes right on into it. And IG have health bar advantages. Ning picking up the first kill. Langx will be the next with the Belgrade coming down. It's a double kill with the ultimate layered down by Ning. TheShy won't die here, but the Tempered Fate gonna catch Peanut. The Cosmic Binding would have connected, but flashes over the wall. And IG, for the first time in this series, have tempo.
Baolan?
Hang on, maybe not. Baolan might be called out, Smokescreen to re-engage, but Scatter the Weak and the Deadly Flourish, the knockdown, and Rookie still has his ulti, which he destroys Peanut with.
LGD just needed to call it quits. They had already moved Kramer towards this bottom side. It was going to be a 4 versus 5. And instead of just allowing Kramer to get these turret plates on the bottom side, they contest for the Rift Herald in a man disadvantage, and IG come out on top.
For the first time, Dagger, you said those words. For the first time in this series, we've just seen IG take a fight and win. 1k gold lead here at 10 minutes in the game, the Herald in hand, and the Kindred now has 2 of her own.
And this was a great binding from Baolan and xiye, but xiye panicking a little bit here, not just looking to escape out over the wall, instead dodges, flashes into the 4th shot, and then Langx as well, he's already super low. Like, this was just LGD getting a bit ahead of themselves. I would have preferred to see them just back. Even if they really wanted to, just commit towards plays on the bottom side. If they'd had an extra man in that bot lane, they would have got that tower. And remember that stat that we visited earlier on, which was, hey, second lowest Rift Herald take for LGD, but second highest first tower percent.
Yep.
That is 70% of the time going towards Kramer because they forgo these plays towards Rift Herald and play through this bottom lane instead.
It is funny though, Dagda, because while we're in the replay, they did achieve that stat. They lost the Herald, they got first turret. At the very least, it was Kramer and Mark who took that by themselves. They have a massive CS lead, but Deadly Flourish almost connecting would have changed a bit of the gold value on Puff and Baolan. While we're looking towards Ning, who's mid. xiye has barrier, though. Very hard to get through that. And at this point, IG still looking for plays across the map, but I need to show everyone the gold value at the top of the screen. Because the first turret was taken, because so much of the plating went to Kramer, LGD still have a lead in this game.
Which is surprising, especially when you look at the CS lead that's in top, that's in mid, but it is being answered for in the bottom lane. And as you said, getting so much turret plate early onto Kramer has set him in a massive
trouble bubble used. Peanut's got a minion wave blocking him though. End of the line and Smokescreen means the flash from Rookie. Really nicely done, while on the mean side, Kramer's gone to the top lane. There's a Herald on Ning. Mark comes through with a light binding that actually does connect as well. True Shot Barrage to fly through the skies. As there's the Divine Judgment from TheShy. He's now out of mana. And LGD's 2 versus 3 is winning out as the flash from xiye wants to connect and hits TheShy. Redemption story from LGD as getting in onto this Kayle looks pretty hard. Here comes the final spark. TheShy getting bursted down. The collateral damage helps. The re-engage though. Tempered Fate locks down 2 golden xiye. And we got a bit of a fight, boys. As Baolan runs on through. The curtain call doesn't connect with the light binding does. And LGD with the power punch. While the same can be said from Puff, who wants to be the fast. Baolan dodging away from end of the line. But Kramer keeps firing out. Puff gets the trade across the board. And I love the LPL. We're not stopping fighting though, because Rookie and Ning thinking about going in. Maybe that's it. But Puff might not agree.
Rookie's so low though, Kramer has to move away!
We're going in once again. Deadly Flourish doesn't connect as Kramer's into the brush. Arcane Shift though, and Ning kind of hits that one. Puff to secure, Rookie in, one more auto necessary, and Peanut survives with the TP flying across. The trap doesn't get the slow. xiye needs it with the flash and finds it. And that was the bloodiest fight I have ever seen.
I don't even know if it's over. xiye is still looking, hunting for Rookie in that top side. Won't be able to find him. But hysterics, it all comes back the way of LGD. We're now sitting at 5 and 6-2 kills, and they have found Rookie with Mark.
And Mark might actually be caught out in transition. Magical Journey taken here. Rookie maybe low. Scatter the Weak doesn't connect, but neither does the light binding. There's a little Q, the Cosmic Binding from Baolan himself, and Rookie will get the kill. And this is the most IG game I've ever seen.
Kramer does have ultimate though, could get the long shot from downtown, but
Oh,
LGD are going to back away.
Let's breathe.
You do need a second to breathe, but only a second, because Dragon is up on the cards. Both teams are starting to move across to the xiye. No TP though, and in this top lane, it looks like IG should be able to secure this Dragon as LGD trade it for those turret plates.
Yes, they will. xiye will get the last one before it goes down. Peanut waiting for the steal. He's got a control ward in the back of the pit. Over the wall, wants to steal. Smite's going to come through, and he just takes it. The King of Thieves returns. His franchise continues.
This is Peanut in a nutshell. Steals your life with those high first bloods, steals your objectives consistently, and now you've got a panic rip down.
And if Shell is your wife, he's stolen her as well. She's going to drop on down. And that was Ning putting it down. I believe it was going to time out. He puts it down, it's wasted. And LGD, their gold value is going to remain intact.
And remember what that was traded for. Kramer getting 5 turret plates and that tower in the bottom side. So LGD getting a massive swing, as you can see on your screens.
All right, Kramer, bit of damage through mid. We are having a look at the turret plating, but we're also going to keep track of the fact that Peanut's invading, Kramer's pushing with Mark, and everyone's coming back out on the map. And collateral damage that comes through, angry cat from Peanut.
And we still have so much time before Invictus Gaming really get to a spot where they're comfortable to fight back against LGD. Even though we're seeing these fights anyway, we're still seeing TheShy has only just picked up his first item. Same when it goes towards Rookie, he has gone for the GLP, so he is relatively strong. But Puff has only got the Storm Razors, he's not in good shape.
And the car's in the white. Oh, wow. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to announce our lucky viewer who is driving away with a Mercedes-Benz.
Can it be me?
Yeah, no,
please?
No. It's the winner of this game. that was great promotion, probably wrong time. Ladies and gentlemen, Baolan and Ning on a bit of an adventure bot. They want to kill Langx while xiye gets the turret in the top side. But I don't think they can kill Langx. They went on a journey for nothing.
This is something that IG have been doing a lot this game, or the series even, which is trying to trade on opposite side of the map. So all they're trying to do is get pressure on towards Langx so TheShy can get this bottom lane turret for himself. And this is IG's game plan right now. Try and pump as much gold as possible into TheShy so he can get to those higher levels. Has level 11 already. You can see he's got that AoE auto attack now. So a little bit of a better spot, but you still want to be hitting that super late game with this kid.
We want to get to Exalted, right? We're Ascended, we need to Exalt, and we know that the Monkers start here. At 16, the Monker W in full force. So we will be counting those levels here, level 11 versus level 11 of Langx. Remember, we also have to look at his evolution of the items. Some people would say upgrade if they knew English as well as I don't. But Kramer's going to utilize that well. Also, we'll look at the Zoe too throughout the game. So Langx on his way, while Herald's being taken for LGD. Rookie actually going to get hit by a Trouble Bubble. Tempered Fate laid down by Baolan. He thought something else was coming in, and it was from xiye. Posed to follow suit, but now there's no ulti from Baolan. Gets the chain while Ning now joins the fight. But they're so healthy on LGD, and there was a lot used. The final spark on Baolan gets him low. And IG now might have to back away.
And this is again the problem that we saw in Game 2, exemplified in Game 3. The range discrepancy on LGD's side is so large, IG struggled to deal with it.
Baolan backing away as Rift Girl comes on down versus 5 through the mid. TheShy's grouping up. Pings the place down from LGD. They're wary that this level 12 Kayle is joining in. The Herald gets mid. TheShy walking through a choke with Rookie at his wing. Dodges away from the light binding. Peanut now in the brush. And it looks like they don't know he's there. Peanut walking through. Baolan's going to go first. Sees a little Graves. Cosmic Binding not going to connect, but Rookie takes a magical journey, flashes away. Collateral damage to get on out, and IG want to play this aggressively. Deadly Flourish does not connect, and the poke's going to come through.
They know xiye's in that top side. They wanted to try and fight the 4v5, but they can't quite find the connection that they need. Rookie going very aggressive to find that, but not able to do so, and LGD will back away.
And every time that happens, you got to think that LGD are grinning. They're still up in gold in this game. They've still got the advantage of their Ornn and how this game plays out.
Can I just say, with how impactful and action-filled this game has been, Langx has only got to play PvE so far. Yeah. He's been in the side lane this whole game, and every time he gets to these fights, it's right as they teeter off.
That's true. I mean, for Langx, though, I think he's had a great series, so he's already impressed with his own performance, as he should be. We're having a look. I love this gold value comparison. We're doing roll by roll, and Kramer is the most fed person on Summoner's Rift right now. 3-1 and 1. That Death Dance well and truly on its way for his third item.
And LGD as a whole are well and truly on their way.
Yeah.
xiye, as we were mentioning those 2 items, I thought he'd go for the Luden's Echo in towards the Oblivion Orb just to have a little bit of that late game scaling, provide a little bit more burst, but when we got to that point, but he wants instead to go towards this mid-game spike with the GLP, which I don't hate because the scaling is on IG.
You know what I love? I love the utility of slow even in the late game. So you can see like both pathways, but you're right, the burst damage would have been huge. More importantly, I want to see what happens next because LGD have just been given the third dragon. Ocean Soul would destroy IG in this game.
And this was LGD playing so well to the win condition that we set out earlier. Playing through these early dragons. They want to have this Ocean Soul up and available for themselves, so IG are forced to fight before TheShy is really, well, exalted. He's taken on his final form, and that's exactly what LGD have done so.
Good binding here onto Mark. Deadly Flourish follows suit, but it's all the forward got from Langx onto Puff. The dive's going to come through. Remember, they have a front line. The poke as well. Everyone flashes forward as they've actually found the Bard. Baolan drops it. Puff is low. IG still want to fight, though. TheShy's joined up. Rookie wants to flank with Scatter the Weak. The curtain call to light him up. xiye is out of dodge, though. And so new targets must be acquired as Kramer takes the last shot and takes no damage. LGD are kiting away. Rookie with a good Scatter of the Week once again onto Mark. He doesn't have his ulti available, but the damage still there. The poke connects here as Ning joins in as well. Deadly Flourish from the back end. Kramer is taking on Puff. Needs another Mystic Shot as Puff gets the fourth and runs away. We're still kind of fiestering around the mid lane as the binding doesn't connect, and TheShy walking forward, even exhausted, pops his ulti, wants to 1v3, but Langx still taking it up. The Zoe comes on in. He doesn't have his ulti, and saved by the own ulti of Ning, who wants to go on to beat up the card. And LGD, they scrap in this fiesta. Baolan has just respawned, and he's almost about to die.
And they're still going to chase down Rookie. They don't even have to. 20-second death timers in IG. And once again, these fights are happening in the mid lane. They can go towards the Baron.
Rookie almost died to the collateral damage. An inch further and Peanut would have had it. Smite comes through early to survive this one. Low health bars. Rookie needs to get his horse and get there.
Where are the faithful? LGD are coming into this 2020 summer saying, we want that Worlds qualifier, we want that semi-finals position, and they are butchering IG to get there.
Where were you when LGD 5 years later attempted to return to that world stage? In an era where it's been so long for fans, it's been so many heartbreaking years watching LGD collapse and be near the bottom of the league. Finally, LGD could be cementing themselves as a top 4 team, especially beating Invictus Gaming here. They go up against JDG in the semi-finals, and with this momentum, this pace from round 1 as the 6th seed, they could do anything.
As we get back onto this map, LGD with a 6-1 Ezreal after this play looks so damn good. And this was TheShy trying desperately to make something work for them, but Kramer is monstrous right now. And even here, Ning trying to get the heal, or at least the non-death on
Peanut.
Yeah, he tries to get on towards TheShy, ends up saving Peanut. But either way, like, this is IG biting off way more than they can
As
chew.
usual.
And we talked, hey, you've got so much range on LGD's side. As long as you can kite back, play away from IG, you can make these plays. They did just that. IG forced to flash in, go aggressive. Now.
All right, there's LGD coming up though. Double TP burnt while the Magical Journey's taken. Deadly Flourish blocked away. xiye still at full health as TheShy has run in. Unleashed Power as well with Curtain Call to finish him off. Rookie does the job though, but a double light binding. The final spark. TheShy's ulti saves only himself, and Rookie drops on down. Now everyone's in, and LGD have a front line, remember. Langx can take this up. The ulti from Ning. Lamb's Respite doesn't do too much, and LGD can feel it. They want this one to end.
They are rising. They are taking down IG. And what was the underdog story to end all underdog stories? LGD are looking to crack the base.
They can crack the base, but can they end? 15 seconds on Baolan and Rookie. The story won't end here unless LGD have the guts, and of course, they're not going to risk it. Inhibitor broken top, almost a 10k gold lead. LGD are dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and it looks pretty good.
And they are going to sign the death notice of Invictus Gaming. With this dragon about to spawn in 45 seconds, they have command of the rift, and you can see just how damn far ahead they are. Peanut blocking that deadly flourish gives xiye an opportunity to go and kill himself, but either way, LGD then are able to turn this around. Magnificent binding from Mark. The double stun onto Rookie and TheShy sets up beautifully for Peanut to come in over the wall, and you set up beautifully Hysterics. Tank it all the live long day for Langx.
We're fighting once again though onto Summoner's Rift, the level 14 Kayle's not even 16 yet. Passive used here from Mark to get a bit of movement speed. The blue buff contested over and given over to LGD. Baolan gets low once more as xiye. It's a nice trouble bubble, and they just gain control over the Ocean Soul.
And there's nothing that you can do as IG. You have so many walls that xiye can play around, same with Kramer and his mobility. It's incredibly difficult to lock down LGD. And even with Langx not having that Call of the Forge God available, they push them back, and LGD will find the soul.
I just don't know how you beat LGD with an Ocean Soul. The 3-0 that no one was expecting from LGD is very much ready to occur. And LGD want to cement as a top 4. They want to knock out V5, secure regionals bare minimum for themselves, and this is the way to do it. Inhibitor turret now threatened. That Ocean Soul going to be so handy, and IG backs are truly against the wall.
The siege from LGD is so obnoxious to deal with. You've got to be careful of Langx, you've got to be careful of shots from Kramer and xiye, stuns from Mark. IG and that low range we talked about can't clear these waves properly.
LGD going to be stacking up mid. Look at top wave. That's going to be crashing in about 1.5 waves time. As they stick around for this bottom side, Peanut is still controlling mid, drawing TheShy. And half a wave about to come on in. Good scat of the week here is IG on their last legs, but that's a nice little Langx fight forced out nice and early. Versus 2, there's the searing charge from Langx. They may have just done it as Puff walks away. Rookie's the new target, and this Ornn won't die. He flashes, he burns. Mark does the same. Puff to the Nexus, right behind his Mark. As Langx is unkillable, and LGD are in the base.
Baolan and TheShy are chasing Peanut as the game is ending for LGD.
You know what? LGD don't care. They'll take TheShy. Peanut will draw the attention, and no one coming into today saw this as a possibility. Invictus Gaming, once again in their debut, will get 3-0'd, this time by LGD, which stands for legendary. They were legendary today. That's what brings them into the semi-finals. That's what guarantees Gauntlet, and that's what smacks the fear into JDG in the LPL Summer